You're listening to The Hang with Mike Manson Waters and Nat Spice Floyd.
I think it needs to be longer.
Yeah, maybe. Not long enough.
Not long enough. Welcome to The Hang with Mike and Matt.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Matt. I'm exhausted. I'm talked out. I don't want to talk anymore, ever again. I want to become a monk and take a vow of silence.
It seems not so bad. I'm exhausted, too. I was on the way over here, and, I'll park in a parking lot occasionally and try to jot some thoughts down or just take a minute.
Look a real creep.
Yeah. I leaned back the seat in my car and fell asleep. Took a nice, 10-minute nap in the dollar store parking lot, which must have looked weird. And just to recharge
Usually
the
you do
batteries.
that, you wake up with a cop tapping on your window.
And that's the thing, too, is please, just, I don't want to wake up to a tap.
Tap, 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 tap.
Oh, you can't blame the cops, because it's got to look weird for just a random guy to,
And then you freak out and he thinks you're reaching for a gun.
it becomes all bad.
Blam. Yeah, I'm tired of talking. I'm not going to talk anymore.
The vow of silence is...
That'd be a relief.
You wouldn't be able to do
No,
it.
I couldn't.
You have too many thoughts and opinions and
Yeah.
sick one-liners.
I'm getting a little fed up. Getting a little fed up with everything, how it's going.
Which part?
Everything. It's like, when's the country going to be great again?
What do you mean?
I'm not seeing it.
Just a little government shutdown. What's the big deal?
Gas prices, drill baby drill. Same shit. It's exactly the same as they were.
Not familiar with the gas prices.
Oh well, still, but that's a big deal. That's a big promise, a campaign promise. $3.19 today. It's exactly what it was like when he took over.
Now, I didn't vote in this election, but the gas prices never affected. Since you have, if you had an electric vehicle, you kind of get it where that just gets taken out of your brain. Now you worry about kilowatt hours, and it's like, okay, well, why is my electric bill so high? It shifts and changes.
But you got the same deal.
Yeah, the worries
because the electric bills,
crazy.
Everybody I know, they're through the roof.
Yeah,
more than they've ever been.
It's
a huge corporate F job from every corporate entity in America to F the American taxpayer into oblivion. For some reason, I don't know why. I guess
really
they're
just
getting it while they can.
As a country, we really need to go solar. And I don't remember the stat that Elon Musk had put on it, but he put a square mileage of how much it would require for essentially the country to go solar, right?
Yeah.
It really wasn't that much. In reality, it wasn't that much when you think about the scale of what it is. But you've got this resource with the sun, and you've got this energy, solar, and yet as a country, we still haven't shifted that direction. And it's kind of strange. You get some people with solar roofs and these sort of things, but it's not like it should be. And as long as we've got a government shutdown, as long as we've got some of these national parks being out of commission or at least low staffed, hey man, let's just earmark one of those national parks, because I don't know how many people are going to all these national parks to begin with. Earmark one of those, two of those, whatever, regional, and let's just say, you know what, we're gonna make the country solar again, and just do that, and then let's get started on solar, right? Is that wrong? It's just
obviously there's a lot of
infrastructure.
Interest against solar. Talk about a big lobby, the oil lobby. So if you're a congressman getting paid by the oil lobby not to, invest, in solar, you're not going to do it. That's anytime you see something that's a no-brainer.
Does it?
Because it's free energy.
It's there.
You know?
we have the ability. Let's do this thing.
I'm sure there's many ways that we could make energy way better than we do now, but the interests want to keep pumping that oil out of the ground and selling it to you at a top dollar deal because they get it all set up.
I'll give you one better. My friend just got solar on his roof, okay, and he's really, because again, like you were saying, the electric bills, they're out of control. They're nuts.
Ridiculous.
He's like, okay, I'm getting out of this. I'll eat the cost. It'll average itself out in 7 years, and I'll break even and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That whole thing. But they haven't connected it yet. The power company hasn't connected his solar. I guess they have like 45 or 60 days to officially do it. So he's going. They're trying to get one more bill out of me. And I know exactly what they're doing. They are stalling to the last minute where they've got to connect this solar to where he doesn't have that giant electric bill anymore.
Yep.
And you know it too. Like
it's a good business decision. Put it in the contract that we'll turn it on when we feel like it.
Yeah. We'll get to it. We'll give us 45, 60 days, something like that.
Soak you a little more, and then we'll flip the switch. Sometimes the switch is at the other end of the building. I gotta walk down there, flip. I mean, obviously another money-making deal.
Yeah.
So solar should be, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if you had enough solar panels to power the entire country of America, would it be ridiculous amount?
That was the thing, and I don't
frying every single bird, for 3,000 miles.
Nah, to be fine.
I don't know.
I don't remember the square mileage on it that Elon had put, but this is a couple years ago. But the footprint was not nearly as big as you would think to have essentially all of us run off of solar.
It's got to be like big as a state.
No. I mean,
they got all these
maybe Delaware or something.
They got all these solar farms that are pretty big. You'll see them. They cover a couple mountains and stuff, and they ain't producing shit.
Yeah,
I mean, it seems like it would take. I mean, if that's, multiply that by the entire country. If that's just producing a little power for a city or something.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. U.S. All right. Let's see if I can get a good little AI answer. Yeah, it's okay. To determine blah, 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 estimated require roughly 13.6 million acres of solar panels. Yeah, on it or an area about the size of 2 Delawares.
2 Delawares.
So that's like a small part of Texas.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like windmills. You think windmills is free, it's wind, and then to put the windmills up, you have to kill a bunch of whales,
and then it kills a bunch of birds.
Lots of birds,
and then you can't get rid of the windmills because they're just these giants things that you can't really destroy for some reason. They just kind of get dug in.
They only last so long, and then they burn up.
Yeah, I don't know. A little crazy. But, so 2 Delawares. 2 Delawares is all we need, and then we got solar.
I think Big Oil says no. No.
Who is Big Oil anyways anymore? I
don't pay attention to who I buy my gas from.
Exxon,
I see a lot of Exxon.
You used to know the gas
BP,
companies. Yeah,
BP.
You'd have those. Now,
used to be gas. There used to be commercials on TV for gas.
There was.
Like Chevron is like a guy who's doing the windshield. And,
I remember a guy used to hit on my mom because he would pump her. He would not pump her, but we'd go there and he would fill up the gas tank. Yeah, they used to be
service.
Attendants.
Full service.
It was different.
The Hang, who's this?
Hello?
Who's this?
Yeah, about the solar panels and wind, what people fail to observe is that first of all, the windmills, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those blades.
Yeah,
they're
they
crazy.
Are freaking huge. And it requires petroleum products to make them. And
Bada
if
bing.
you factor in all the logistics, like how much it costs to move these
Giant,
structures,
giant
to where
structures.
you erect them, and then all the maintenance. I mean, just the fuel alone to move these and erect them, and then to maintain them, and like the coating of all the wires.
Yep.
Those are petroleum products. The insulation and everything.
I mean,
like-
petroleum products. I mean, my daughter's dolls have petroleum in them.
Everything,
Everything's got
everything's
petroleum.
got
in 'em.
petroleum. Yeah.
Yeah, everything is everything
Pharmaceutical.
is plastic.
Yeah.
And the same thing with solar. You see, when you pay for all these trucks and everything to deliver the solar panels to the location that you're going to erect them, just
You know what?
the
You know
fuel
what?
alone.
In a nutshell,
is-
the juice ain't
Yeah,
worth the
yeah,
squeeze.
Yeah, and when you start talking about carbon footprint, you see, if we didn't have solar or wind, we would have less trucks because all these companies like Siemens and GE, they require a fleet of trucks.
Yeah, but at some point, though, we've got to adapt, and
Yeah,
at some
all
point, we
those
got to
trucks
jump
have
forward.
tires that have to be made out of petroleum.
Well, I'm not saying it's not like oil
just
goes away
ridiculous.
overnight, but if we could get
Plus,
the country on solar, it would be
as soon as
nice.
you erect a solar panel, its efficiency starts to drop because you get dust and pollen on there, and it
And,
blocks
then you
the
and then you
sunlight
got you've
from
got
making it effective.
miles
And
and
then you have
miles
to,
of a. All right,
pay
you got. Call us. All right, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to learn to. There has to be a conversation.
Clean all the
There has to be a conversation. I'm gonna have to hit the button right now. Bam. So I don't know if you got a bad phone.
He's
but-
just going.
but
He's just going.
You have to let us interact with you.
He's just going.
Steamroll.
he was reading from a script.
I don't think he's got. Yeah, I don't think he had the phone up to his ear. I don't know.
I get the points he's making too.
Yeah.
And it all makes sense, but
And it might all be true. and it might not
Can we
be-
try to adapt and move forward? Let's give it a go. We've got the sun. Let's just.
Nikolai Tesla created free energy a decade ago.
I know.
And they
A
got-
decade. Whoa.
I'm sorry, a century ago, and they said that'll be enough of you.
Yep. See you later.
You're done. We're gonna ruin you, buddy.
Oh.
You and your free shit.
So, what, you mad about this government shutdown, or you don't care?
I'm mad about having to forward over it when I watch the news. For government shutdown.
I heard one of the who was it? It was Jake Tapper, and he said,
God.
"Well, this is the thing: is typically I wouldn't expect him to say this, and he's like, yeah, the government employees, they're not getting paid, and it might lead to what's called a sick out, like they did last time, where everybody just calls in sick, all this kind of stuff. But he did say that, the politicians, they still get paid. It doesn't affect their paycheck at all. And he kind of made a smart ass remark of, if we're going to shut down the government, they shouldn't be paid either. Then we'll see how many shutdowns we have and how long it lasts. And I kind of made me giggle a little bit because there's probably some truth to that.
Well, I mean,
You don't think Chuck Schumer doesn't want to get that check? He doesn't want to not get his check.
Yeah, it's preposterous that it's even a thing that they do get paid when other federal employees don't.
Yeah, it's
That's
really strange.
It's ridiculous, especially when they're the one making the rules. Hey, yeah, you guys are getting paid now. Oh, us? Yeah, we're still gonna. Yeah. We're not gonna do anything. The government shut down.
So wait, but the furlough, they get back pay.
Yeah, that don't pay the bills.
It doesn't pay the bills,
currently.
but if it lasts, let's say 12 days, and you're furloughed and you get back pay, aren't you just essentially getting 12 days vacation?
12,
Let's just say it lasts 12 days.
somewhat. Yeah.
This doesn't seem that bad then.
For most people, that's a savings plan because then they get that back pay and they're like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
we would have
It's like-
spent all this
It's like
shit."
getting a stimmy check.
I'll take some back pay. So I try not to focus on it because it's all a big charade. What's bothering me is there's no truth. You can't find the truth. There's no truth anywhere. And our whole media exists on a bunch of liars who talk to a bunch of talking head liars who are told what to say. And the Republicans come on and they say the debt thing, the government shutdown is because of the Democrats want to pay for illegal immigrants, health care.
Mm-hmm.
And then they on the other show, when they're going, this shutdown is nothing to do with that. We definitely don't want to give illegal immigrants. And I just like, where's the truth?
I don't know either. I
Are
haven't.
you going to ask Grok, who's run by Elon Musk? I don't trust Grok to give a political answer. I mean, let's get real.
I really haven't dug in too much to the reasonings behind it, and like you said, the trust factor on either side is
trust either one of
minimal
them.
at best. I can't even get information. I saw a
charade.
post last week, and it said, "Happy birthday to Mr. T, who turns 93 today."
93.
And I went, "Wow, I had no idea Mr. T was so old. That is crazy to me."
Crazy.
Because I know occasionally what you and I will sit here and play the age game with people.
Yeah.
Well, how old do you think that person is? Blah, blah. So I'm going 93. That is crazy to think that he was, 50 when Rocky came out or something like that.
When he was Clubber
Yeah,
Lang.
and I'm thinking that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I click on it, and you scroll down, and people are going, "Happy birthday, Mr. T," and then you scroll down a little more, and somebody put, "This is not true. He turned 73 today," or something like 73, 74. And now I'm going, oh, well, it's a good thing I scrolled down and then, you're reading a little bit more information. But if I were just to take it for face value, just something as minute as the age of Mr. T, I would have gone in here today and said, "Mike, you won't believe how old Mr. T is. 93. And it's just simply because I saw somebody put it up, and if I hadn't dug into it a little more,
Looked legit.
it looked legit. Had him sitting there with a birthday cake. I don't know. It's like he looks great for 93. But my point is, it's all those little things. And what you're saying on a much greater level of the media controlling the narrative and saying, okay, here's what's going on with this, or the Republicans and the Democrats. No, this is what it's about. This is what it's about. How can you make heads or tails or sort it out? Because
And
I can't even figure out how old Mr. T is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
and
you got to dig through that.
And then the 73 might have been wrong too.
It probably was.
I don't know what you do. There seems like there should be somebody where like, well, thank God we can see what this guy is going to say because he always tells the truth and he's an honest, good reporter.
Right.
Who's that?
Yeah, there's no
It's
Cronkites
it's
anymore.
fucking nobody.
And we don't even know if Cronkite was legit.
I don't
Thinking
know if
back
he, I
on
don't know
it.
if he was.
You
That's
know?
the way it is. It's a con job.
According to me.
Yeah, my bullshit. Held him yellow. Yellow.
Meow.
Yellow.
Hello, is
No.
that me?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
Okay, I wanted to know what you guys thought about like that.
Can they not hear me?
Nobody talks
I
about.
don't think they
like,
can hear
the
me.
President on any of your shows.
Why is that?
So I want to know what you thought about like the whole Pete Hegseth thing yesterday and Donald Trump like talking to our generals, our military.
All right,
Like, what did you think about that?
we're gonna test this out. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
All
That's
right.
good news. So do you want to take this one first, Mike?
No, you go for it.
I don't know too much about it. Let me go back to the basics here. He went on stage and essentially said that he wants our military to be look more like military, right?
Yep,
Like
yep.
not fat slobs kind of thing. Is
Yep.
that kind of the idea of it?
Yep. Even the generals. Generals can't be fat slobs anymore.
Why would you want to be a general and be a fat slob?
Wouldn't it be embarrassing?
Wouldn't you just looking inward and go, man, I don't know, I should probably.
George Washington led the troops himself.
These guys, he wasn't a fat bastard, was he?
He was just like a 6 foot tall stud.
Yeah, with a wig on, according to his pictures.
with a wig.
I don't know. I get the spirit of what he's saying, and I'm kind of in agreement with it in terms of when I look at the local cops, okay, and you see the criminal outrun the cop, and the cop is some just chubby dude who, you know, doesn't look like he's in shape enough to be a cop. And I do want my cops to look like cops. Take that for what it is. I want my military folks to look like military folks.
I will.
So I do think there's some truth to that. Mike, what do you think?
I think it's common sense. Like Pete Hegseth said that the standards for the military will be male standards. They dumb down the standards to like one pull up for a woman, one pull up.
Yep.
And he was like, I want women to be in all aspects of the military, but if they're going to be in an aspect of the military that involves physicality, they have to be just as strong as the guy next to him.
Now, is there a
And it's like,
sliding
that's-
scale with age? I mean, look, we're not as young as we once were. Does the BMI, can you slide that with age? You know, if you're a
I'm
general and
sure.
you're 70,
Sure.
I mean, we do have to give some grace for natural aging process. So
Just a little bit. You can't. I don't know. You can't have a big old pot belly.
yeah, like I don't want a general who's 70. It would be cool if he could do 900, sit-ups. But would I expect him to? No.
Pete
Do I
Hegseth
do
can.
think he should do, at least look like he can do one? Yes.
Should
At
look-
least
I
the
think you
look.
should look good in the uniform.
There you go.
We don't want any fatzos disrespecting the military uniform.
What's your thoughts, sir?
Okay, but speaking of which, like, the biggest fatso in the country is the president. So, like, I don't understand, like, why they're, like, getting these people up to form or whatever. What did you think about the president? what the
Because
president
why
said?
wouldn't you want the military? Oh, you mean the generals?
No, he's saying like
Yeah, what do you think the general saw, and what do you think the president said? Like, he looked like he was asleep
Oh.
at the fucking wheel.
I think the generals all think that they're better than everybody. And typically speaking, they most of the time are, and they're very powerful, and they're very dude, you're in a room of just the alphas of the alphas, right? And those alphas only have a couple people above them in the pecking order they've got to take an order from, and they're looking up there. And you're right, President Trump's not the most in shape dude, right? But he also hasn't been a general for 50 fucking years. He hasn't been born and raised and gone through that military system for 50 years, where you kind of, I don't know, you come up with that culture of being in shape and being proud of wearing the uniform and that sort of thing. So I think the president, you almost have to take him out of the equation because he's just a 4-year term.
I mean, he's commander in chief, but
Wait,
that's
hold
a
on.
name.
You can't take the president out of the equation. He's the
In
one doing
in
all
terms
this,
of
and
body
he's the
mass
one
and
who
in
looks
terms
he's
like
the
BMI and things, it would look weird. Look, Trump can do no right. If he was a svelte man, it would look weird on him. If he's a gigantic man, it would look weird on him. Like, he's just who he is. We've always known who he is. But what's he going to do about it? Like, what is Trump going to do about it? For real. Like, what would you suggest Trump do? Like, diet?
No, like, sit there and like go, like, when you have all the generals there in the office, like in this big stage, like you talk to them like you're a leader of the free world.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen with Trump. He doesn't operate like
But
that.
that's the problem.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, but we knew this all going into it. This is the second time around. This is the second time at the dance.
And it's 10 times worse.
I don't disagree with you, but is it just do you think that after he had that assassination attempt on him, right? And the media was going, wow, it's going to be a turning point. I think he's going to take a new stance on everything. He really seems to have thought about this attempt on his life and really sort of had a moment of reflection, and everybody's waiting for that first speech or that, like, wow, what is he going to, like, is he changing here? Is this the big Trump change? And he did for about a week. And then he went right back to old Trump.
It was all fake.
Yeah, he went
didn't
right back to
change.
old Trump.
He didn't change at all.
Which is unfortunate.
fake.
Well, I'm like this argument. It doesn't matter all 90% of all generals are backstabbing, corrupt, dick-sucking con men. You know,
You're right.
it's like being the Pope. It's like you got to do a lot of shit to be Pope. You get, it's like being anything. You're gonna the backstabbing cocksucker is gonna beat you out every time. And in the military, I bet there's a lot of backstabbing in, so you can get to be a general, get paid by the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, I was watching the movie Conclave about a year ago, maybe a little less, and it's about the choosing of a new pope. It's a drama.
Yeah,
it's a,
yeah,
whatever.
fictional.
It's fictional,
but based on
real stuff, and the amount of backstabbing that went on in that movie for the person to get nominated to be the new pope, who's the holiest of positions, just a bunch of backstab. I mean, the whole thing is full of it, and that's to be the pope.
That is making a great point. It's all about backstabbing.
That's all it is, backstabbing, and
You know.
Such is life.
yeah, and I don't think I think it's all a work anyway, so I ain't worried about it. Live your life. Hopefully, Atlas 3I or whatever it's called is coming. Blow us all to smithereens. Thanks for
One
calling.
other thing I want to tell you guys, I lost my job to AI last week.
Oh man, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
What was the job?
It was like doing technical support for old people, like using their medical equipment.
So is it now just an agent?
I think now it's just an app.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
So these people can't have a live person helping them out.
Right. No. They don't want that anymore. That's what I was doing.
But isn't
the old people want that.
isn't what you do invaluable? The person
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
like,
old people
because,
want
like,
to
you have
talk to a
like,
person.
Two problems here. One,
You have to like walk these like people like through like using their glucose meter.
totally
You know
agree
what
with
I mean?
you. Well, you're in the unique position where you lost your job to AI over something that your customer base is not prepared for.
Not at all.
You know, if you're
Right.
a 20-year-old,
No, that's exactly right.
yeah, if you're a 20-year-old, you can negotiate through an AI agent and figure that stuff out. But when you're 50, 60, 70, 80, God forbid, 90 years old, you want to get a human on the phone who's going to be able to walk you through this stuff. Otherwise, all you're doing is pressing zero and then going, give me somebody to talk to.
You're never going to get it right.
No.
You're never going to understand what somebody who's not there.
Right.
And
There's
to
no
be able to
way they couldn't
relay that
understand
over
what I said, and I'm pretty literate. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, well, you have to like, use a Lancet pen.
Well, and your mistake, sir, and it's not really your mistake, it's a mistake that everybody in life makes, is thinking you are more important than you were to the workforce, to the job, to the position, to everything, right? Because Mike just
Right.
asked you, hey, you did a pretty invaluable, and you're like, yeah, I thought I was pretty invaluable. You're not. Everybody's dispensable in everything.
And things just get
you're
shittier.
exactly
Things
right.
get shittier. It
And
makes life shittier
But things just move.
when
They
they
just
go
go.
on. You just go on.
World
And
keeps
by
on
the way,
spinning.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Like
No.
I've been watching like Bubba's show or so and so show, and like it is so shittier.
It's like I did did 2 or 3 episodes where I just go through a clip of his show and just make fun of it, and it's super easy, and it's like that would be great VIP content. It's like, man, I just don't even want to deal and think about that guy.
It's too hard to watch.
I don't even
right?
want to. No, it's really fun to watch and make fun of.
It is great, and,
But I
and
just-
occasionally it's fun.
Right.
But the
I
orbit
just
is
don't- I
it's
just
such a
don't do it.
nasty orbit.
Oh, it's nasty. Check nasty.
Well, sir, I hate to hear that you lost your gig, man. That's always a shame. Hopefully,
No, it's all good. But I just wanted to talk to you guys and like see what you thought about like the whole, the thing that happened yesterday. But
yeah. I mean, the Pete Hegseth stuff, all that's like good for conjecture and all that, but you got to figure out how to get a job that isn't.
I don't need to get a job because I've been working on AI for like 2 years now.
How'd that go for you?
And what are you doing?
Nothing. He got his job taken by AI.
No, I got my job taken by AI, but let them deal with the old ladies. Like I'll like animate the creative movie that I want to do.
Okay. Okay. So you got dreams of grandeur at the moment.
no, not that. They still have to find a job.
Okay.
All right, my man.
All right,
Well,
man.
good luck to you.
Thanks for calling.
Later, brother.
See ya.
I was saying it was like 3 or 4 categories of people that AI is not coming for their job,
Yeah,
and
that's about it.
which I don't even believe that, because it was like artists. Well, that's not going to be true at all. They're going to be able to. You can have the most magical painting or song or whatever in the world. It was, these categories where you'd think that, it wouldn't be able to come for it, but it can. The only thing I can think of is like true to form athletes. Like that's a category that AI can't necessarily come for, right?
Have you seen the robots?
Yeah, but I mean that's
They're
assuming.
getting close.
But I mean, okay, like horse riding, okay, equestrian, just because that's on my brain because my family or whatever. But you can't have AI do that, right? Like there are certain things live entertainment wise that you're not going to be able to replicate yet, at least. But as far as like jobs go, and I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't even understand. I don't know how. And if you want to do like a podcast, I think people couldn't just go, I want to do a podcast, I want it to be funny, and I want it to talk about this, and you just give it a bunch of information, and then you got a fake voice doing a podcast, and you're doing pretty good, and it's not even you.
Yeah.
I think so. What can't they replace? But how does society work if nobody's got a job because AI took all their jobs? It's a lot of good jobs you're talking about.
Well, the classic thinking would be that for every new industry that opens up and vertical and these sort of things, jobs actually end up expanding, and we kind of expand our own horizons and say, oh, okay, well, we've got this, so now we need this category to supplement it. So
That sounds like a word salad.
well,
Kamala Harris deal.
that was very Kamala Harris. I apologize to the Hang audience for my memoir.
The Hang, who's this?
Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Blind Lawrence, and I would like to say I'm identifying myself for the benefit of VW Rick 69 in the chat because he asked, how come people didn't identify themselves? So,
I was going to say, thank you. I was going to say Blind Lawrence is the only one who identifies
That's
himself.
true, yeah. What's up, Blind Lawrence?
yeah, oh man, geez, in regards to the whole AI thing, it seems so unauthentic when it was replacing jobs. Like there's that AI actor. What's her name? I forgot her name now. What's her name?
I don't know.
What are you talking about, dude?
There's this new like AI generated actress.
Oh,
and then
Lily,
there's, like, an AI generated artist.
Lily Knotwood or some kind of bullshit like that. I got it written down here.
Lily Knotwood.
I got it written down.
Well, what's her deal? I don't know who Lily Knotwood is. Mike's checking his copious notes.
My fucking notes. I know.
But we know how that's going to go.
It's not going to go good, man. I had it here. I swear I had it. It's the only one that's
I think
missing.
I think it was like
Chili-
Chili something, and
it's
it's like, I
Chili-
don't know. I mean, well, my question is, well, not
Chili
really that.
Norwood.
My question is,
It's like
how
a
good
porn
looking
star.
is she? Is she like, is she like, can you tell she's AI generated?
It's stupid.
Oh, is Blind Lawrence, are you asking because you don't know because you can't see her?
Yeah, he can't see her.
Okay, let me look her up. What's her name?
Tilly Norwood.
Tilly?
Tilly, Tilly, Norwood. She's about to get signed, from what I hear.
Okay, let me see.
She's to get signed as an actress.
So you tell me this chick is fake?
Tilly Norwood. Oh yeah, she's AI.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she's
Like a country.
an
country
attractive
music singer
looking.
more than an actress, really.
She's going to take the world by storm, huh? All right.
It's like
Yeah, she would be your. Well, I don't know if she'd be your type, Lawrence, but you would.
Okay.
She's exactly what you think she would be.
I think you think that they would never replace actors with AI, and then you just get your Tilly Norwoods, and you you create the scene and create a guy, and people would just go ahead. That would be the movies people watch now. Oh yeah, all the movies are AI, but
Well,
what are you gonna do?
But we kind of talked about this a couple months ago or something with that agreement that was made between SAG and all the AI folks, and everybody was calling the actors a bunch of dicks because they're like, "Oh, what? The actors don't get enough money," and blah blah. And they're going, "Look, we don't want AI to take our jobs. We got to protect our jobs." And everybody's going, "Oh, they're snobs." I'm thinking they were exactly correct and on point, because not every actor is a Robert De Niro. Not every actor is a Robert Downey Jr., a George Clooney. There is all these little bits and role players and that only get a job a year or a job every 5 years. But they don't want to lose it. They're a member of SAG. But once you let that door of AI in on the acting and these movie studios, they're going to kick that door open, and end everybody's careers in the interest of profits. So I can't blame SAG or these actors one bit for not wanting to go along with that, or wanting their likeness put into an AI generated movie and going, "Oh, it's me, but it's not really me, but sure, you can use my face."
But isn't that just progress? It's just like anything else, man.
I think eventually it will
Just
happen.
like music,
sure.
it's going to happen in music too.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be playing instruments. You get AI. You got AI. I want a riff that sounds like, Stephen, like some guitarist, but mixed with this other guitarist, and I want it melodic, and I want it this and that, and you'd be writing your own music.
Yeah.
But it's just AI.
I accidentally walked by a locally owned music store a couple months ago. Accidentally, meaning you would never know it was there. You've never heard of it, and it won't be there for much longer.
Be there for long.
The only thing keeping that music store alive was maybe some local school or something that had some music programs and they need a place to get their instruments, kind of thing. Other than that, that thing's going to be gone. And then if you look at the big chains, even those are fading away as far as like music instruments and things.
Sam Ash and stuff. Nobody's playing instruments. You got Rock Band. You could just go make your own, guitar riffs.
Rock Band did the music world in early.
You can just do it electronically.
What instrument do you play, Blind Lawrence?
I don't play that many instruments. I mean, like, let's see.
Skin flute.
I'd say I play the piano, but it's like little bit. It's in like spurts. I play a little bit. Like I can do like Smoke on the Water on there and some other stuff, but that's about it. And I'm not like a big I don't know. I prefer to listen to music rather than play it. I guess I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm so fascinated with blind musicians like the Stevie Wonders of the world. I cannot.
Ray Charles.
It doesn't make sense to me how somebody can be that talented and able to just do that. It doesn't compute in my brain how they would even be able to figure that out.
It
or
makes me feel like
that.
such a loser.
Yeah, right.
That as a man with full sight, that I can't play the
do
piano.
chopsticks.
I can't play the piano at all. It's like, why didn't I do that when I was younger?
Yeah. And this
I was
guy's
too busy having fun.
Yeah, meanwhile, Stevie Wonder, blind, and he's got an awesome voice, awesome songwriter. I mean, he's all the ingredients.
Some people got it,
It's
man.
crazy.
The it factor. Triple threat.
Is he
Jamie Foxx?
Is he a hero in the blind community, Lawrence? Is there like people that you guys look up to as far as like blind thought starters or leaders?
I wouldn't say there's like a hero complex. It's just like there's certain people who are blind who just happen to they have there's some sort of skill. Like I would say like like I mentioned Stevie Wonder, but you got to throw in Ray Charles as well. Can't forget about old Ray. And then there's also a guy, Clarence Carter, there's an old Ned bit back in the day. It's a parody of Strokin'. It's about Token.
Clarence Carter.
Token. I didn't know Clarence Carter was
Token.
blind.
He's blind?
Yeah. Token. Yeah. Yep.
He was
Strokin'.
He was
Strokin' to the east.
Are you sure he was blind?
Oh yeah. He actually I think he actually went to the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and the Blind in Talladega.
Had no idea.
There's also that blind opera singer. The name escapes me.
Andre Bocelli.
Yeah, Bocelli. And on stage, they've got like this tape around the stage where he kind of shuffles his feet up to.
So he doesn't take a tumble.
Yeah, but like you almost think he's going to, and you kind of like grip. Like, is he going to fall off the stage? But he must have some sort of tape where he can feel it, and then he knows to like shuffle back, or
else he's not blind.
it's all a rib.
It's a rib.
Which I can't give Andrea Bocelli any credit for being blind and a singer, because he's just a singer. I can close my eyes and sing. The Stevie Wonders of the world, that's a whole different operation.
He
Learning.
went blind because of a soccer accident. Andre Bocelli did.
A soccer accident?
You get blasted in the head with the ball.
I think so. Yep. He was like 12 years old. He got hit with it.
No kidding.
With the ball?
I think so. Yeah.
Knocked his eyes out. Somebody drilled him.
That would suck. Man, blind trivia. Love it. Hey, thanks, Blind Lawrence. Appreciate the call.
All right, and remember
you're welcome.
remember the Lawrence Ross Show Facebook page, where you can get all of your Blind Lawrence merchandise and listen to his podcast as well. All right, see you, Lawrence.
Later, bro.
All right.
Yes,
There's so much fun stuff happening. Did you see the...
fun stuff.
I sent you an email. I'm sure you probably saw it.
Fun stuff.
The Caitlin Clark stalker.
No, I don't know if I've seen that.
Oh, it's so good. This is I guess he was a stalker of Caitlin Clark, and this is his first like appearance in court and his first words. Yeah, that's the guy.
Looks like a real
winner.
real winner.
Morning, Mr. Lewis. Guilty. No, sir. This is initial hearing. We are not. You have a right to remain silent, and I expect you to exercise that. Okay, this is just telling you what the charges are. You do not listen. I'll give you a chance to talk. It's not your time.
Throw me the bookie.
Stop talking.
Bookie.
That's so funny though. His first words, guilty as charged.
I mean, as you know, as a woman, as Caitlin Clark, doesn't that kind of ruin your life that you got total fucking weirdos stalking you? I mean, you got to have security. Now you got to fucking have personal security.
See, I had a bit of a different take on it. I had the sort of thought, and it sounds mean, I feel like it's a wasted stalk. Like, who's stalking Caitlin Clark? I don't think, it doesn't seem like, she doesn't seem stalkable. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem...
Stalkable. Like
a Taylor Swift, a worldwide global superstar, something like you can see how somebody would be crazy enough to stalk a Taylor Swift or something like that. A Lady Gaga, a Madonna. There's a lot of those. And then you get this guy. He's like, well, who are you stalking? He's like, you know that WNBA player, Caitlin Clark? It just doesn't seem like... I feel like it's a wasted stalk. That's all I'm saying.
I think I guess there's no telling what's in the mind of a creepy stalker.
He's punching down.
When did he, you know, of all the women out there, he saw the Caitlin Clark hype and he was like, I must have her.
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't that seem odd? Like, clearly the guy's off.
The guy's off.
Yeah, clearly the guy's off.
The Hang, who's this? Oh, fucking ribbing me. Ribbing fucking me.
Ribbing me.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I just thought it was a weird one. Whoa.
Love of Christ. The Hang, who's this?
This is Dog Log.
Hello, Silky
Checking
Penis
in
Dog
with-
Log.
Checking in with the weekly Amish boys coming over. This week they got the chainsaw out. They're just cutting down Canadian maples like no one's business.
Are the Amish are a fascinating folk, aren't they?
They use
Yeah, it's really good.
They use chainsaws? I thought they weren't used to.
Oh yeah, good point.
I thought the
You'll
Amish.
notice
I thought the
you'll have
Amish
a
were. See, nobody
voicemail.
hears me.
But I tried to call in while Blind Lawrence was doing his deal, and I wanted to cut him off for no particular reason because I had nothing to say. But yeah, we could use a double line. So
A double line?
Wait, hold on. He wants
You want
us to
conference
get
call?
he wants us to get call waiting or a three-way and all this kind of stuff.
That ain't happening.
Hey, Dog Log,
Here they
Mike.
come.
Mike brought up a good question here. He said the Amish aren't allowed to use chainsaws and stuff, are they?
Well, certainly.
All right.
The Amish aren't allowed to use. They're not allowed to use mechanical things. Guess I stomped him on that one.
You know, when they talk about religion, it's like, think of the movie Dogma. It's like, oh, it's the Buddy Christ, or you know, it's the new shiny improved Big Mac.
Yeah.
What's he talking about, Robin?
Anyways, I guess it's just a different generation. I mean, obviously, there's
All right, I got you.
You know.
The new Muslims use chainsaws. They've adopted the religion.
No, new Amish.
What did I say, Muslims?
Yes.
And next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different age, and
It's an age thing.
I know, almost a couple of years ago now, you guys are wondering how they use a lot of solar to power electronic.
Now you're full of shit. Now I'm not buying any of this.
Dog Log, you said you had nothing to say, and you're correct, and we'll see you later.
Cutting off the Silky Penis Dog Log.
Cut him right off. Cut him right at the quick.
There's an Amish furniture store not terribly far from here.
Really?
And the quality and everything they do is impeccable. You have to, like, you got to understand, like, how different it is to see, like, Amish-made furniture than going to, I don't know, really anywhere else, any other furniture store. Like, it's night and day difference how they, I don't know how they do it or why, honestly. I don't know why.
AI is going to replace all that shit.
Watch the Amish
sure.
be the only ones that AI can't replace because they haven't made them, have never put themselves in a position to be replaced by anything, because everybody goes back to how good they are at what they do.
Yeah, but
So they keep their gig.
how expensive is this Amish handmade furniture? It's got to be expensive.
I don't know off the top of my head.
You get fake AI Amish made furniture for half the price. I'm telling you.
That's, yeah, it's like the 3D printed buildings we talked about before. It's probably something like that. The hang lines are going crazy.
Nuts tonight.
Crazy.
The hang, who's this?
It's Ink Spike.
What's up, Ink Spike?
What's happening?
I don't have anything to say. I didn't know we could call and just not say anything. So I figured I don't have anything to say. I'll call please.
Call the night. There it is. That's the best one yet.
And then he hung up.
Thank you, Ink Spike.
Perfect.
Yeah, you mentioned me sounding like Kamala Harris earlier with the word salad,
Yeah.
which I agree with. Do you find it weird that this new memoir she came out with, one, I don't necessarily think they should be allowed to do that.
To make money on their memoirs?
Yeah. There should be some sort of non-disclosure agreement. And I understand that these books have got to be vetted by certain military... it's got to be vetted. They're not just going to put everything out there. It's got to be approved. Fine. But I also think it's kind of a dick move for these politicians to write these books after the fact. Like after she loses, she comes out and writes a memoir and says, yeah, by the way, Tim Walz wasn't my first choice, but we were running short on time and they already had a lot to consume with me potentially being the first African-American female president. So we went with Tim. And what kind of scam are you guys fixing to run when you're not even a believer in your fight? That dude would have been one heartbeat away from the presidency, and you're sitting there going, yeah, he wasn't really my pick. We just kind of went with him. Like, she's talking shit about the guy, but she's only talking shit about him because in hindsight, right? But I found it really messed up to hear that and hear what of a hasty choice she made, or they made,
Yeah.
for the vice president of the United States. It was just a pick out of convenience, basically.
Well, I think I have a different opinion than most people, but because my opinion is the Democrats are intentionally being the worst party you could ever imagine, because there's no other explanation for it. You can pick a quality presidential candidate. They sued the Democratic Party got sued because they put Biden in,
Right.
and they didn't go. They just put him in there, and the court said they can do whatever they want. They're private. They're not the Democratic Party.
It does.
So they put in Biden intentionally. They put in Kamala Harris intentionally. She was the most She is the most unlikable candidate since Hillary. And the women who are like celebrating. Oh my God, we got a female vice. It's like, wouldn't you rather just not have a woman vice president than have some piece of shit like Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris?
Right. Yeah. And prior to the election, look, I told my daughter I want there to be a female president. I do. More than anything in the world. I think it would be great, trailblazing, but I told my daughter, I said, she's just not the one. And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's just not the one. I want it to happen, and it will.
People didn't
She's
like
not the
her.
one.
People didn't like her at all. She made no sense. She couldn't, she was the word salad lady.
She was the word salad.
Everybody always saw you saying she's drunk. Always. So I don't know if that's true, but she sure seems like a rambling drunk.
Yeah, once somebody points it out, she does sound hammered.
Snockered. What's the Arizona woman? Is it Kathy Lake?
Carrie Lake?
Carrie Lake?
Mrs. Lake.
Mrs. Lake. Now, you might not agree with her politics,
She was on
but
point.
she's fucking. That's the
She's
kind of
sharp.
That's the kind of president candidate you could be proud of. Somebody who's fucking on point.
Sharp.
It's like sharp. You don't want to cross her. You don't want to really get into.
I mean, I'm sure she'll backstab just like
I'm
anybody
sure
else.
she's
but,
a piece of crap too.
but she's a sharp
She's
knife.
sharp. I want my politicians at least to be sharp
When they're stabbing you in the back, you want the knife to be sharp.
or funny or something.
Yeah, give me something.
Give me something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the whole book writing thing is weird.
Make that money. Make that money. They're probably just making up lies anyway. Hey, Tim, I'm going to say you weren't our first choice. He's like, oh, that's a good one.
It just seems like a shit move, and every president
They're all shit,
does
they're
it.
all shit
and I
people.
get it, but it's such a
Shit people. They're crooks. Why do you think they would have decorum?
But I'm also not the guy who's going out to Barnes and Noble and lining up and going, "Oh, I heard the Kamala Harris book came out today. I gotta get that."
I don't think anybody is.
It's a bestseller, whatever that means.
I think
these
I
days,
don't know what that means.
of which
I don't think it takes much because they probably had to lower it because nobody reads anymore. So they probably had to lower what a bestseller is.
well, that brings up another question. What the hell's up with the presidential library? I was watching this
I was
thing.
watching that yesterday too.
Yeah, talking about Trump potentially building the presidential library in Florida, and they're trying to earmark some land for it and all this.
Blah blah blah.
And forgive me, I haven't given it a goog yet to see what's actually in these presidential libraries that makes it so highly touted and such a big to-do. But can you help me out with that? Like, what is the big deal of I guess every president gets one.
Every president.
But why?
Why? That's what I want to know. Can we stop this bullshit? It's millions and millions.
We do
of
realize
dollars.
everything's online now, right? Can we do a presidential virtual library? Save us a couple shekels?
Yeah, who gives a shit about who's going to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library?
Is it just a cock-off thing?
It's a big cock off.
And then they all try to make their library bigger and like better, and mine's got more marble or whatever. Is it one of those kind of moves?
Yeah, everyone's got to be better and bigger and better than the last. Plus, you're headed out the door, but you've got $75 million to spread out to your crony contractor friends.
No, that's your legacy, Mike. It's not cronyism. It's not contractor BS. No, it's your legacy.
Total scam. It's disgusting. It's just as we as a nation are how many $1 trillion in debt? We're still. I think there's
37, and I think it's getting $1 trillion every 90 days. I think it goes another $1 trillion.
It doesn't get much more USA than that. Does it? Than that.
America.
We're going big.
Big
We're going
spending.
Going big on the debt.
It's difficult to tell people how to rationalize their spending, or like, hey, you should really get your affairs in order from a bill perspective,
You can't.
you can't.
You can't.
When you see your leaders just not get, I mean, they have an unlimited credit card.
Well, if they can do it, why can't we?
You imagine if you got a credit card and you rang it up to just an ungodly amount, and then you're like, yeah, every 90 days it just keeps going up.
Man,
and it's
another
gonna-
mill. Another mill.
Another mill.
Another mill.
In interest. And you go, well, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to pay down the card? Yeah, well, I mean, not yet. We're thinking about paying down the card.
Thinking about getting another card.
But yeah, we think we'll just get another card, keep signing up for more credit cards.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a bunch of Bitcoin. We're gonna pay off our own debt with our own Bitcoin.
That's the only solution I can see happening at this point.
I think the rest of the world's gonna go for that.
Bitcoin?
That we paying off our debt with some kind of we're gonna make some kind of currency, done like a Trump coin.
Oh, God.
It's worth $1 billion a coin, and we're paying off the debt.
Print it.
Print it now.
I mean, that's essentially what we're doing with dollars.
Cha-ching. Yeah, but the dollar ain't paying off the debt.
It sure isn't.
Yeah, so I say whatever. I say cancel the debt. Start fresh.
I mean, Putin was saying that's our plan is to, enact these stable coins and, essentially dissolve us as our debt or something along those lines, which, hey, if that happens, great.
I mean, that's
Love to see it.
It's the most American thing that would be if we just conned our way out of
running
the
a scam on ourselves.
We scammed ourselves out of the debt. It seems like so fucking American.
Just do a one-time print of about $38 trillion and just one-time print. Boom.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
USA. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Let's take a break. And yes.
Yes, while you're looking for something to play, don't forget to like and subscribe and download and do all those things on Apple Podcasts. And
excessive amount of downloads this week.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Because I guess, you know what? Less is more. They took a week off, and they were hungry. They were hungry for the hang. They didn't know what they were missing.
That or I've been sitting at home in my basement. Just
I
download.
knew you had your own personal fucking click farm. I knew it.
I've hired a bot farm.
I fucking knew it. All right, we'll be right back with more Cluster F. The lunatics are on the left. The lunatics are on the left. They're all insane. That dude is in a dress. Woke virus in their brains. They're all obsessed. Left lunatics will break the law. Look what they did in Utah. Wearing lipstick and putting on a bra. Yelling things and drinking a White Claw.
Well, woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she dance like a little Egypt. She works down the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said you cried when they broke up.
Discover the power of engaging stories and insightful conversations with The Hang. Dive into a world where Mike Manson Waters and Matt Spice Lloyd are redefining the art of podcasting. From gripping tales to thought-provoking discussions, The Hang is your gateway to the best content in the history of the world. Don't miss out on the experience that everyone is talking about. The Hang. Elevate your listening journey.
Donna talking about her goog again.
Yeah, she's such a pervert.
She's so nasty.
Unreal. Just look, we're trying to put on a show, Miss Donna. You can't just come in here and just talk about your goog.
Talk about her goog. Welcome back to The Hang. Yippee freaking yo. You excited, Matt? Are you excited or are you angry? You excited or you're angry about Bad Bunny being a Super Bowl halftime? I'm so mad I can't see straight, Matt.
The things people get fired up about.
So stupid. They do it just to fire people up, I think.
It's very strange.
I think it's a money grab. They want that Latin audience.
Dude, I think it's a fine move. I'm not pro. I'm not anti. It's just a halftime show. It's 20 minutes in between the football game.
Yeah.
That's going to have some lights, a singer, and then we'll move on with things.
And it's generally not good, no matter who it is. It just doesn't translate well, to throw up a live show, in 5 minutes, and then, it's fine.
It'll be
Nobody
fine.
really makes you, ooh.
I'm not fired. I will say this. When I saw Bad Bunny wrestle for WWE, I was super impressed with how good he was.
So you did it was like a cameo kind of deal?
Yeah, he was doing that WrestleMania kind of celebrity match thing, but he took it really serious. If I remember correctly, he had moved or rented a house in Orlando, which is like the training center home for NXT and all that. And went hard, trained. He was, I want to be very good at this kind of thing. And I thought he was. And his presence on stage, he's got a good stage presence.
He was good in Happy Gilmore, too.
Happy Gilmore, too.
Made
me, I appreciate him in that.
Some people he just got the it factor. The guy's got the it factor. I don't necessarily want to hear his music, particularly. I don't have enough time for all the music in the English language that I could be listening to. Why do I want to listen to words I don't understand.
So here's where the internet got me again. Before they announced the Bad Bunny thing, I saw one for Metallica. Now, last year or last few years, if you recall, everybody's always on that thing of like, next year's Super Bowl, you need to get Metallica. When's the last time you had Metallica?
Yeah.
And so I saw somebody post it, and it kind of looked legit. And I go, huh, Metallica. That's cool. And then I found out that's not real. Then I saw the Bad Bunny, and I go, huh, Bad Bunny. Okay. Again,
Yeah.
I'm not paying to go see his fucking concert. It's just a few minutes of a performance in between
It's
the game.
demonic. It's
Oh, is that the
satanic.
argument they're going with?
They're counteracting the Charlie Crist memorial service with the demonic Bad Bunny, and it's like, God, people, get a fucking line.
Yeah.
I'm not, a fan, but it seemed like I was a fan of the other stuff he does. I don't dislike Bad Bunny. I just don't particularly. I'll be eating some, dip and chips. I really won't care who's on.
You'll go take a pee. You'll come
Yeah,
back. It'll
take a
be
pee,
on.
Give it a nice little break.
Yeah, look, you're not paying. You're not paying for the fucking game. The game's on for free. The performance is free. It's fine. Don't watch it if you're that passionate about being anti-Bad Bunny or whatever.
Bunny, why I oughta.
Like, man, care about the
Speaking
37 trillion in debt, and you guys give a fuck about Bad Bunny playing the halftime show.
I'm upset that the Mexicans I meant these Spanish language stations are taking over the airwaves combined with the Christian stations.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I turned on 98.7 today, and it was like they're talking about Jesus, and I was like, oh, it's supposed to be a classic rock that really rocks or some shit like that. And they're singing about Jesus. 98.7, they're getting the mainstream.
Put your hands up in the air and wave them around a little bit.
Usually the Christian channels are on those frequencies that nobody wants.
Not
like
anymore.
a 91.4,
Joy
100,
FM and all that.
and 8.7. But 98.7, that's a rockin' frequency. And Max out of Lakeland, Max 98.3.
No. I didn't even know there was a 98.3.
98.3 out of Lakeland, they play all the, they play anything, it's one of those crazy
Ooh.
stations.
Oh, Jack FM style?
Jack FM style, except now it's Christian.
Oh.
In the space of like 2 days, two stations went Christian.
I appreciate a good Christian station. I really do.
It's
like such a positive music.
I just listen to it and laugh.
There's some of that too.
Oh, it's like, get over it. Come on. It's just, it's like love songs. It's like when Cartman, remember Cartman?
Yeah.
They were doing a love song.
Jesus.
It's basically sexual. How much they love Jesus. It's
all we gotta do is put this word in and then put Jesus.
Get back it off a little on the
Faith Plus One, is that what it was? The band name?
Yes,
Cartman's
yeah.
band.
That
Faith
was
Plus
a good one. And it's so, it's painful to be as perceptive as I am.
Oh,
it's painful. It's a lonely life. You can just listen to all these people on these Christian stations and know that they were rock musicians who couldn't make it in rock and went, wait a second. It's a lot less competition over here in Christian rock, and we're pretty good. We just couldn't make them. Then they skyrocket to fame.
I like it the other way around. When a band starts off and they sort of have a reputation of being Christian, but then they
cross over.
Then they have to get out of that reputation. So then you'll see interviews and they're slowly going, well, I mean, we've got some faith, but we're not like a Christian band. And so the rock station might play it a little more and hope that the band's home. Please don't say we're like Switchfoot. Perfect example. Switchfoot.
Anne Boleyn.
Switchfoot. Under Oath.
If you listen to their lyrics, they are the vaguest. You could listen to it and not think religion at all. If you think religion, you're like, oh, I get what he, But if you don't, completely innocuous lyrics that you couldn't figure it out because they don't. Heaven forbid you mention Jesus or God, then nobody's going to listen to your fucking rock song.
Right. And then over time, they really swing it to the other end to where they don't want to be known as Christian artists at all. And then there'll be some bands and they'll even put an interview. Yeah, I used to, but I've questioned my faith and
Quit asking us about Jesus.
yeah, like I'm no longer a man of faith. Buy our new album. Like they shy away from it instead of like at first they had to embrace it, and then they're going, how do we get we pigeonholed ourselves from day one because we played a goddamn church. Now we're labeled as this, and then then
cut the cord.
Yeah,
Cut the cord.
if you're on tour and you got alcohol in the bus and all this kind of stuff, you can't get caught doing anything because you're a Christian band. Meanwhile, you gotta get out of that.
That's a reality show. The tour buses of Christian rock bands. And you're like, holy shit,
Dude, Switchfoot was playing Ybor. We used to have a music festival down there with the radio station. I can't remember the name of it. But remember the big RV that the radio station used to have to broadcast from?
Yeah.
The big long RV. So we're in there. It's me and Lana, and I think it was Ricker or Max, one of those. Yeah, something like that. And interviewing Switchfoot, and then they went out to do sound check, and they're getting ready to go on. But the radio station's like playing on stage, and we're doing a break, and Lana comes on. She's like, "Yeah, Switchfoot coming up on stage in a minute." Boy, were they lame! And this is as they're sound checking on the stage. It was great, but they were kind of
lame. As
Oh,
far
we
as
were
what, laid back.
Well, we didn't know they were Christian. It wasn't like positioned to us as such. So we were asking all questions about
Groupies and stuff.
groupies and anal on the road and all this kind of stuff, and it just did not go over well.
You guys get any idol on the road? Lana wants to know.
But yeah, they were one of the notorious Christian artists.
Were they? Did they seem Christian?
They were very friendly.
Yeah.
And they were very nice, very professional. So
They hit all the alcohol. The women were all locked in
yeah.
closets.
Oh no, even their tour bus, they had going on their tour
Jesus
bus
stuff in there.
No, but it was very serene. It was clean, and there was just like a candle burning on the middle of the table, where ordinarily you'd see bags of chips or cases of beer, whatever. They just had like a candle burning. It's very, very relaxed, very chill.
Switchfoot, see where that got them. Two-hit wonders.
Don't make fun of Switchfoot because they love Jesus.
Did they really love Jesus? Cotty Cosby subbed for, is that 6 months? Thank you very much. Hey.
Hey.
Japanese schoolgirl, 100 bits. That could have been earlier. I don't know.
See the TikTok sale that went down, or is it going down?
Who's it to? Like Larry Ellison or who is it to? It's some big.
Is it Oracle?
Yeah, who's that guy?
Yeah, Larry Ellison Oracle.
He's a big surveillance guy. It's like, that's not good.
That's what I was thinking.
Not good at all.
So you're
It's
taking
worse. It's worse.
Well, yeah, you're going, okay, TikTok is associated with China, so we don't want it invading America. We don't want their algorithms spreading into America and them knowing exactly what we watch and all this kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to let a company that we know and trust buy it, and it's not going to be associated with China at all, and America gets access to algorithm. You don't see that as being the same sort of issue that would be over there? Like, you don't think that? For me, I just foresee some sort of problems with freedom of speech and propaganda somewhere down the line when America is in control or potentially in control of the algorithm. Whether it's China, whether it's America, like they're all spitting their own propaganda.
Yeah, I don't. He's on record. They're trying to get. I can't remember the name of the surveillance system, but he's like, once cameras and are everywhere, then people will be on their best behavior. And I'm like, well, I don't.
Holy surveillance
It's
state.
like, yeah, I don't. I'm not going to do anything wrong, but I still don't want cameras everywhere. I mean, they'll sell it to you because we need cameras to prevent the crime. Yeah, they need cameras to watch you is what they want.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
So I'm not thrilled about it.
There's I mean, if you really think about it, there is cameras everywhere. You can't even go through a walk through a neighborhood and have a conversation with somebody on the sidewalk without knowing that there's 5 Ring doorbells.
Yeah.
just going down the line, and the person with that Ring doorbell can go back at any moment and scroll back, hit audio, and know exactly what you said. There's no privacy. Like, there's to an extreme amount.
Now's the time to be a detective. You just go get the Ring footage, solve the case every time.
I love watching the first 48. It's like one of my favorite shows ever. It's just they got 48 hours to solve a murder, So the murder happens, and the detectives, they sit around the desk and they wait for a phone call, and they wait for a hot tip, and then they get a hot tip, and the first thing they do is go to Facebook, and they got him. Like, all they're doing is checking Facebook. They're waiting for a hot tip and checking Facebook. That seems to be what the first 48 consists of.
It's like the FBI taking credit for getting the guy who killed Charlie Kirk. We got him. I'd like to come in. I'd really pat everybody on the back. We're getting the guy.
Yeah.
He got turned in. You didn't get shit.
His dad turned him in?
His dad or his preacher or something kind of deal like that. His dad.
You got to turn him in.
The sheriff. I think he was a deputy.
Oh, you really got to turn him in then.
And supposedly they're Trumpers, but he wasn't. You know how kids rebel.
That thing's nuts. I saw a clip of who's the other guy that goes on the college campuses and does the prove me wrong thing.
Yeah, that guy. He's on Rumble.
Oh my God, the name escapes me.
He's kind of a douche.
They showed a footage of him like being surrounded by security and having his bulletproof vest on and all this.
Yep.
I'm of the thought of going, hey man,
Steven Crowder.
Yeah, that guy.
Thank you.
I'm more of the mind of going, chill out a little bit. Maybe take some time off. Let it cool off. How bad do you need to go on a college campus to have people prove you wrong? You can do it on Zoom.
I thought like he was making a lot. Like he's on Rumble, I think. So he's exclusively on Rumble. I thought he'd making some decent money on there.
I'm sure.
Why would you do that? Because he really strikes me as somebody who's faking the funk. Like
Is he doing it?
Charlie Kirk seemed like pretty genuine.
See, I don't know anything about Steven Crowder really, other
He
than
just seems like he's fake. He's good at what he does, but he seems like he's he whatever. I think he got in trouble for berating his pregnant wife. He kind of seems like a real kind of.
Well, she shouldn't have been so pregnant.
Sounded like a douchebag.
he berated his pregnant wife.
Yeah, it was a video of him berating her, and you can see, and like, I could just tell. Yeah, that's what he does. That's the kind of guy he is.
Prove him wrong.
Like,
it's the kind of guy he is. Prove him wrong.
Like I was never berating Donna when she was pregnant. I don't berate her in general, let alone when she's pregnant. It's like that's
What kind of man are you?
Yeah, me?
Yeah,
yeah.
You
gotta be berating my wife.
You gotta berate your pregnant wife.
Keep her in her place.
That's right.
Her wifely duty. Subservient to the man. The man is the head of the household, Matt. I don't know if you know that biblically. The man is the head of the household.
Yeah, that was also before, you could live on like one income and you could have the wife stay home and you could go work and you could make a living to take care of the children and all that. Now it doesn't really exist. So the game has changed. Prove me wrong.
I don't think St. Peter cares about your excuses, Matt. The man is the head of the household. And the wife, I'm surprised they didn't say that. I'm surprised they didn't say that, like the 10 Commandments, like the 10th commandment, oral sex 6 times a year.
Yeah, they also didn't have power bills back then or property taxes. And I don't know how much they had to worry about, is my point.
Well, Matt, I hate to contradict you, but God is all-knowing and everything has already been seen. He knows the future.
Oh, he saw the Tico power bill?
Yeah,
he saw that coming?
He knows all about it.
He saw property taxes being raised.
He did, and he felt no need to give you any insight into what to do about it.
He saw needing secondary health insurance because your first health insurance is shit.
Because that comes right before.
He foresaw needing, somebody to watch your kids while you go to work all day, so you got to pay a $30 your check to daycare. He saw that.
It's all part of the plan, man. It's all part of the plan. As the 4 horsemen will soon ride down. Shit like that happens. It's a bunch of shit gonna. If you read Revelations, it's so preposterous.
I do.
Just preposterous.
Maybe I do have to read Revelations.
I mean, you probably can't get through it. It's just very everything in the Bible's hard to get through.
Is Revelations like the
final end times?
The locusts coming and all that stuff?
Gross. Locusts.
It's
gonna be. There are gonna be wars. There's gonna be much suffering and dying and horrors, and then finally Jesus will come down and take the good souls up to heaven.
Only if they're buried from facing the east.
Who says that?
I think that's
Is that a thing in Revelations?
I think it's a thing in Catholicism.
But that's not. Yeah,
You got to be buried.
But that's only if you're Catholic, because that's not really in the Bible. Catholics have got a whole bunch of made up shit.
Yeah, something about facing the east.
Yeah, it's made up shit. See, the Bible's fake, and then they added more fake stuff to the Catholic.
By the way, you're not quite east. I know you lived your life pretty good. You know, I know you wanted to be up here, and you could have, but you're southeast.
Southeast.
Not
and
quite.
God's a stickler for direction.
He's
for
got
some
his,
reason.
he's got his compass out. He's making sure everything's lined up correctly.
I mean, doesn't matter because did we talk about Atlas 3I yet?
We've mentioned
We just
it.
mentioned it. So are you paying any attention to that?
Not really.
Yeah,
I mean, I know about it. It's in the back of my mind, but there's a lot of things. You know, you only got so much time to spend.
Yeah, I can't figure it out because some prominent people have been saying, "Oh, it's very unusual," and like Harvard, the president of science at Harvard, saying could be an alien craft because it's acting, you know, weirdly, and it's like, but nobody else is talking about it at all.
How do you become the president of science?
No, I don't know what he is.
Oh.
I made that up. I thought it was obvious.
Well, no, because scientists question everything, right? That's science's job. So it's like, how do you become I'm the best questioning everything there is.
Yes, you are. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson. That guy's full of shit. I don't buy that guy.
I used to like listening to him, and then I don't know what changed.
He got too popular. He got he's got a real big ego now. You think he's like real hot shit.
Now when I see
astrophysicist.
now when I see him, he just reminds me of like an actor that would be on like an old 80s sitcom.
Yeah. How did that happen?
He looks like an extra from Family Matters.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's a good name too. It's a good name.
It is a great name.
It's like you remember it. Like Neil deGrasse.
Well, like Stephen Hawking. What made that guy so smart? I know that's a wise-ass thing to say.
What did he ever prove?
I mean, what did make him so smart? Like,
did he do anything?
Wait, what was so awesome about that guy?
Maybe that was all a big scam. Like they supposed to say like a C and say they pull a string and he was a black hole. I don't know what he did. He had some theory and I thought they proved him wrong a few years later.
But it's tough
scam artist.
It's tough to. You can't be a dick to the guy because he's
dead.
Well, not only that. I mean, when he was alive, it's all right. He's nonverbal and he's in a wheelchair. You can't exactly have a fierce debate with the guy.
Wasn't he like a real prick?
That does sound familiar.
Like he's a real asshole.
He wasn't on Epstein's Island, was he? Was he in the list? Because that would have been gruesome.
That's a lot.
I'll be on the Lolita Express.
Mm-hmm. Who's your daddy?
Hold on, I'm gonna have to.
The Hang. Who's this?
This is Neil deGrasse Tyson. How dare you? You two think you are. Yeah. You make such a good point. I always thought that guy came off as a kind of a prick. He was really,
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
I didn't think he used it. I don't know. At first, when I heard about him, he was talking science and stuff. And it was interesting because he talked about the planets and stars. And then all of a sudden, he started getting into like stuff that didn't have anything to do with science. It was like stick to planets, dude.
Right.
And then he would be like, well, the culture of transsexuals in America. It's like, whoa. I thought you were just telling me about how Mars has no atmosphere or something. He got into whole different vibes.
He got into a bunch of bullshit, trying to be preachy and everything.
Okay, here we go. British theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking met with Jeffrey Epstein on multiple occasions, including a 2006 science conference hosted by Epstein on his private island. Oh, God. It's bad enough to be trafficked.
Imagine you're being trafficked.
What a nightmare.
You're tied up to the bed, and then they wheel in Stephen Hawking.
Jesus.
Oh.
Stephen Hawking was on Epstein's island?
You know?
That is...
Once a pedophile, always a pedophile. See, they can make you like this. You can't even talk, but you still must have underage.
Think about the things that Epstein had on Hawking, right? I mean,
they all claim that there's no tapes, there's no files, there's no nothing. Everybody.
I would purposely just erase that one just based on principle alone. Like,
you would share that immediately what you did, and then everybody's seen that tape. Everybody's seen the Stephen Hawking tape.
I've got the Hawking sex tape, and nobody knows it.
Everybody's got it. It's making the rounds.
I'd watch it.
That's the only.
Not if it's with an underage girl.
Yeah, you better not.
No, you're right. Let me take that. I would not watch that.
If it was two consenting adults, then
it ain't.
But it ain't. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna be.
Hey, I'll let you guys roll. It's
All right.
Schoolgirl, and I was going to tell you thank you for using some of that art, and I wasn't sure if Matt saw the good news on that you shared, or if you got the. Did you see, Mike, that in the background there of the piece I sent you?
Hold on, I didn't either. I saw the picture Mike put up on his Facebook.
In the background of that picture I used.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check it out.
Hold on, I'm clicking on it. What the hell is this?
I thought the joke might have gone over. I don't know who the guy is with. You're at the bar, but look at the news on the local television behind him.
It's my face, and it says, "Area dad who gave birth, gave birth, being pregnant doesn't change me." In quotes. Area dad who gave birth, quote, "being pregnant doesn't change." That's pretty good. Not bad.
See, I didn't even see it. I didn't even notice it. Yeah, that's good.
I'll keep them coming. Love the show. Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
Later,
All
bro.
right, you too. Thanks. Oh, let me share that with everybody.
People are creative, or AI is creative. I don't know who the guy is that you're.
Just as a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the picture of AI too, because I generated one from AI. I was like, make an AI avatar, with me and you, and the picture just didn't look much like us at all. So I didn't even bother sending it.
AI ain't replacing shit. AI is a bunch of fucking hype. I ain't buying into it. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. It's going to get crazy out there.
Are you canceling your Netflix subscription?
If I do, it's going to have nothing to do with anything other than just bills. I'm not going to take a stance.
No, you're not going to take a stand on anything. I agree. No stands.
I'm cool with taking a stand, but look, there's an upcoming season of Black Mirror, hopefully, that's going to be out, and I kind of want to see it. There's some other movies that are coming up that said it's coming soon to Netflix, so I kind of want to see those. And if I cancel the Netflix, that means I won't be able to see those. And at this point in my life, I got to figure out what's more important. Me canceling my Netflix subscription over something that I don't even know really what happened, sort of this rage cancel thing, or keeping it. I think I'm going to keep it. For no other reason other than I like to watch the shows on Netflix. That's it.
You got to be bigger than that, man. You got to make a statement. You got to make a statement. Come on.
I'll call and threaten to cancel and hope that they give me 2 free months to stay on board.
Now I know.
That would be cool.
Now I know that you support stuff like this.
What happened with this?
This is a I got to read the description of the show first. It is
So it's a show on Netflix.
It's a show on Netflix called Dead End Paranormal Park, geared to probably they say 7-year-olds. Sounds about right. It looks pretty stupid. Oh, you think you're not canceling Netflix? You're canceling.
Okay, let me see.
I've already canceled.
All right.
6 times.
Let's see.
It's not the park. It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney. And I can choose if and when I tell people. I've never been happier. And that's saying something when I spent today chased by terror.
All right, so that's all you need to know.
It's a comedy, right? I mean, what are we doing here?
It's a stupid kids cartoon, and then now they gotta put their little trans stuff in there. I mean, I think it is ridiculous that they're incorporating stuff like that into it, because that's your kids have enough problem figuring out who they are normally. Now you gotta throw monkey wrenches in. Well, you thought you were a boy, but you might not be. And there's some parents who will. That's I'm sure how they raise their kids.
Man,
if you ever feel like you might be a girl.
But there's like so much stuff on Netflix that I would never even know that existed. It's not coming up on my algorithm.
No.
And nor if I saw the
came
thing,
up on my algorithm.
I wouldn't watch
on
it.
the libs of TikTok, buddy.
Oh, see, I mean, like on my
come on your.
on my Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Algorithm.
No.
So it's not going to be like, oh, recommended for you. Like that would have no impact in my world at all. And I don't even think in my children's profiles it would come up on their algorithm. They're not watching stuff that's like this.
They're probably older.
Yes, I don't know. Is it worth?
It's not. Yeah, I'm not canceling my Netflix. I might want to have something I want to watch.
I mean, I'm a man of principle, and I am willing to get one less bill a month. So maybe I will do it.
What do you do? You don't drink Bud Light, and then a year later, everybody's still drinking Bud Light. You're going to cancel this, whatever. It's just more stuff to get you riled up over stupid shit.
And we were so fired up as a society about the woke culture, and now the pendulum swung the other way, and now the anti-woke culture, again, is doing the same thing the woke culture did, which is trying to get shit canceled. It's... We're both ends of the spectrum are hypocrites.
That's why I've always ended up like sticking up for Trump, just because I'm like, he's this, he's this, he's this. He's like, the last few presidents have done all that, and they're exactly the same. So I don't see why your certain hatred of this guy as opposed to George Bush, who killed like 500,000 people, but you hate this fat orange guy more than him.
Well, and their sentence always usually starts off with, but he...
Yeah.
But it's always a but. But they, but he. It's always that sort of thing. Instead of going, yeah, they're both dicks.
The people can't wrap their minds around it.
Yeah, it's weird how people can't wrap their minds around.
They can't.
Both things can be true at once. You can be a dick. You can be mean. Like you can, They're
both a couple criminal cocksuckers. I don't know how people can't even fathom it. It's J. Hugo 100 bits.
I did send you last week. I tried to send you this Andrew Tate stuff because I know Donna loves Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I might play it tomorrow.
And I'd seen something from, and again, it was the first time I've ever seen Andrew Tate kind of crack and be normal, right? Just being, this is the one. And for a brief moment in time, he almost breaks character and just is being like an honest, legit thing. This is the Andrew Tate I like, is this sort of common sense stuff.
The market is an easy way to go insane, right? I don't think anyone can perfectly time the market ever. I see people studying the charts and all these things, and I know some people know a lot more than others, but to time it perfectly just seems stressful.
This guy's so happy to have Andrew Tate on his show. He is so happy.
So I'm very simple. I just buy and forget. I've been buying and forgetting Bitcoin since $6,000, and the day it crossed 100,000 was remarkable. And it's amazing how hedonistic adaptation works, because when it crossed 100,000, it was crazy. And now when it drops to 110, I'm like, this trash. It's crazy how quickly we get used to it. So I buy and forget. I truly believe that crypto is the future. I think it's one of the only ways that anybody can generate or build wealth.
But here's some truth.
Especially the younger generation now. The game has completely changed. Everything is rigged. Everything is set up, and everything is on the verge of collapse. So if you don't believe in crypto, I often ask people, if you don't believe in crypto, what do you believe in? Because all the things from the past have been proven to not be true. And the generation above us, our parents, in relation to wages, they got access to very cheap property. They could get a house for 1 year's wages, but we don't have that. The one thing we do have is the ability to get hold of very cheap information. We don't have to do what they used to have to do, which is go to university or hire a professor or try and find a book and read it, which was very expensive in terms of time. We can now just ask ChatGPT, or we can just join an online course or read Twitter. So we get cheap information. We don't get cheap property. And if you're not utilizing that cheap information, which is all telling you one thing, Bitcoin, well, then you're destined to stay poor, I guess.
I like that because it's not preachy per se, and it's not him being like one of his misogynistic sort of rants.
Yeah.
It's just like hey, yeah. And he brings up good points. Like look, the generation, your parents, they, relatively speaking, property wise and things like that, it was easier. It's not that easy now. I don't know what my kids are going to do.
Kids won't be able to afford to buy Bitcoin. So what are they going to do? They won't be able to afford to buy shit.
Well, that's the pessimistic attitude.
Elon says we'll have universal basic income. He said AI and robots will create. He didn't say how. He just said there would be universal basic income.
Just print money.
I can't imagine a society where nobody's doing nothing. Just getting free money. I can't imagine America working like that.
It doesn't. That's the thing is, and I know you're not like a fan of a Jeff Bezos and all the money he has and these sort of things, but there's those entrepreneurs out there that grind it out. And then there's the other people that go, wait, you're telling me I can get paid and I don't have to grind it out? We're all just going to get paid? And that is probably, truth be told, that's probably 80% of Americans.
That's me.
There you go.
Grind it out. If I'm going to just pay me to not grind it out,
right? There's some that have that grind it out mentality, and like when I'm grinding out, they're going, well, if we're all being equal here, and there's no incentive for me to work, and there's no incentive for me to try to do this, why am I gonna?
I'm not.
So you are the candidate. You are the perfect candidate.
You're
a test case for UBI.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen that they say is gonna happen. It's terrible because you think, okay, well, you can believe Donald Trump's the biggest charlatan to ever walk the earth, which certainly could be true. But what are you going to replace him with on the other side? What piece of crap on the left do you think's better than the piece of crap you say is on the right? Gavin, what's it, Newsom?
Man, he's a rough one.
It's a slime ball. Such a slime ball.
Well, that and Trump naturally is a pretty good troll.
Yeah, his
approach.
He's always done.
It's just his thing, and he's good at it. And that it's a skill set on its own to be a really good troll. Newsom is not a really good troll, but Newsom's been put in this position of now having to try to troll, and he's not real good at it. He's trying, but it's not his personality type. He's more of a scammer.
The left aren't as funny. The left aren't as funny.
So like Newsom are you
talking about the memes?
Yes, all this stuff. Newsom's really trying to like battle him out on social media and try to battle JD Vance and all these things. But ultimately, you've got to be dug in. You gotta really work to be a good troll. And I don't think Newsom has it in him. Again, he's too much of a scammer to be a troller.
Here's the Trump one. So Trump started this one off. with a little Mexican hat deal.
Guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too. Guys.
Admittedly, it is weird to see the President of the United States doing this.
It's like, doesn't seem appropriate for the office.
Yes, it's unbecoming of the office.
I would prefer that the president not do that.
Same.
but
he
that
does.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, like that's the rub.
It's a good one.
But meanwhile, when Newsom does it, it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel right. He's just not that personality. He's trying to force himself into it because the party needs somebody to stand up to Trump and try to, rattle his cage, but it's just not as good.
I'm trying to see. I don't have it. It's the one with the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a Gavin. Have you seen South Park, how they portray J.D. Vance?
Yes.
It's hilarious.
It's pretty good.
Do you know who he's supposed to be?
The boss, the plane.
It's so funny because he looks. It's so good. Here's a Gavin Newsom. See, it's just funny because that's just a funny face.
He looks like a garbage pail kid.
He looks terrible. But you see, this makes no sense.
Okay, wait, hold on. Just out of curiosity, because I see this picture a lot, obviously, with the memes and stuff of this J.D. Vance. Is that on any level an actual picture of J.D. Vance, or is that an enhanced image where they're puffing him out and adding things to it?
No, he's puffed out. It's not real.
Okay, so that was never at one time a real picture of J.D. Vance.
I don't believe so.
That's sort of disappointing. It'd be funnier if it was an actual picture of him at some point.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he was ever that fat. That's fat as F.
With that being said, he does still look like a garbage pail kid.
Yeah, I get it. It's easy to make fun of, but it's kind of weak. It's kind of weak, though.
It's
Trump's was kind of funny.
Trump is going to Trump.
It's just like the replacing Biden's portrait with the auto pen, and you're like, we don't need to do that.
Right, unbecoming of the office.
Exactly.
Weird, distasteful move. But with that being said, nice one.
Not bad. Not bad.
Nice one. Give you credit for that one. Not bad.
The guy was, vacant and all. He wasn't there. It was the auto pen. He wasn't. He didn't do anything. He didn't control one thing. And they were saying he was as sharp as a tack, and they were lying through their teeth.
It is weird. And I did wonder when I saw the picture of the auto pen that they put up. I'm going, did Trump think that? And I don't know the answer to it, but I think likely what happened is somebody made a joke. It was like, yeah, they should put a picture of an auto pen. And he looked at somebody and said, do it.
Yeah. I don't know how much of his stuff is him or not. I'm sure a lot of it is because he's been tweeting on his own for, way before he was president.
His team of writers need to go right from the office, right to SNL and get that show back on track.
Back on track because they're way better. Way better.
Oh, my God. It is good.
I got the trans. I got the Atlas 3i. What am I looking for? No, this is.
Oh, wait. Yeah. By the way, hang lines are still open. 813-991-7930 if you want to get your last hang call in before the evening concludes, and we move into the hang OT at clusterfshow.com.
See, I don't think most people pay attention or even care. I have a real problem with this.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister of the State of Israel.
It's coming back. It's like
Now, what's the issue you have with this? Just so I know what you're trying to point out.
A million issues. Well, for one thing, every single person in this room is clapping because they're paid by Israel. That's not even a. That's
Okay.
not the AIPAC lobby pays every. I think there's one guy who doesn't get paid. They're all bought and paid for. And also, how in the world do you get every single left and right congressman to agree on something? Oh, every single one of them agrees that this guy is the best person in the world. And you know what? No matter what you believe, he's a piece of shit, just like everybody in this room is a piece of shit. Why do you think he's better than these con artists? He ain't. He's a fucking criminal con artist, just like every single congressman in this fucking room. So why are we applauding him? So what do you got? Well, at least be honest, you got a bunch of fucking criminals applauding another criminal.
In suits.
In suits, so it seems.
So it looks.
It's white collar crime.
Little decorum there.
White collar crime is no different than any other blue collar crime.
It's fancier.
It's just fucking faker and
dressed up.
fancier. Oops, wrong deal. Who's this? Hang, who's this?
Hey, it's Jamie the Plumber.
What's up, Jamie
What's
the Plumber?
up?
What's going on?
What's
Just want to
happening?
remind you that we got a teaser last week from Mr. Matthew over there about he knew what he could talk about after speaking to his lawyer in regards to a documentary, and we were all salivating for the OT, and then you guys just went on some rampage about some 80s musical bullshit and whatever the fuck, you got into, but I don't know if that's still an option, but that would be an exciting listen tomorrow,
Well, it's a little complicated. I can't.
It's wild how much he's hanging. Obviously, I'm not paying the goddamn dollar to watch none of that. But from what I've heard, it makes you sound terrible. And I know you can't say shit, and that's why I would love to meet you in person. I can be like, hey, tell me your side of the shit. I get legality, craziness,
Well,
FBI, who the fuck knows?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, you did give a little teaser for the OT last week, and I was fucking drooling, waiting for it. And I'm just like listening. I'm like, all right, when we get into these potatoes, fellas, when we getting there?
Yeah,
we never got to the potatoes, boys.
So here's what I need.
He's a thief and a liar, buddy. Why you believe it?
Here's what you need to understand. I would love for my settlement agreement to be waived. That's what I would say. That's what I would say.
I wouldn't have pressed it, but I'm not making that up. You did there's a possibility, there's some shit in the OT. I know I could say a little bit, and I'm going to say a little bit regarding this documentary, and I just couldn't fucking wait.
I don't even know. I don't remember what I said last week. I couldn't tell you. I don't even know what that was.
Get the tape.
Yeah, I really don't
that
know.
delivers every Friday. I'm just saying.
Well, then, the goddamn it, Jamie the Plumber. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I really don't. I did talk to some people.
I was just so curious.
Yeah, I know.
I had to call and remind in case there was a way there was something you could sprinkle into this VIP. If not, whatever. Do what you do. I love it either way.
I've had some discussions about some things, and yeah, man, we'll see where it goes. It's all good.
All right, no pressure. I'm just wondering if you're preying on my sweet little Mike Waters over there. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
If I'm preying
I just gotta know. Everyone wants to know. It's so, I don't know. It's mind-blowing to me.
Because they've seen the ultimate authority.
The propaganda piece.
They've seen the
well, there's a couple.
That's why I want to see the real side more than anything in the whole world. And we got a nice little teaser.
We got a documentary coming out with Matt's side coming up, filmed by us, written by us.
Exactly.
Film it.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, look, they're putting pieces together of a puzzle that is not really that way, and furthermore, I heard he tries to wrap himself up into some this Trump narrative or something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it at all. All I know is Gene Lasker, I've been friends with him on Facebook forever, and he was blasting off on some fucking shit about how I knew it was all them the whole time, and I was like, what? And maybe just there's no way. I'm like, and legally, how could he say there was? You know, if
I would tell you. Look, all I know is
but you can't tell me. Obviously, you have alphabet agencies involved. If I was you, I wouldn't fucking say anything.
It's not even that. I have a settlement agreement in place, which the cuck does too. So
never been more
all right,
curious
never mind.
in my life about anything.
All good.
All right. I don't think we settled anything.
No.
All right,
Sounds like you're scared. Now I'm worried.
So stay tuned for the Hang OT.
Yep. Tonight in the OT, we're going to get into
We're
it.
going to spill
all the beans.
I mean, we may never be on again.
I will donate to your commissary if it gets sideways on you, bud.
All right, man.
We'll get a hype train for the fucking Matt Lloyd commissary. I'm just kidding. These are jokes. I'm out.
We'll do it. All right, you out. We'll do Matt hype train, commissary hype trains once a week. Matt needs some cigarettes from the commissary. He needs.
What a load of disinformation.
Preposterous. I don't pay it any mind. What were we talking? We're talking about. I thought we were talking about something.
We
What
were
were we talking about Netanyahu.
Oh yeah, Netanyahu.
I mean, how every congressperson is paid off by the Israeli lobby, and that's why we send them. That's why we support. We're the only country that supports the genocide in Gaza. The only country. Netanyahu, when he flew here, he had to take a route around certain countries because they would arrest him. And the only way I was going to believe that Trump was for real was that if he arrested Benjamin Netanyahu, but he didn't.
No, you can't do that.
He's got an arrest warrant out for him by the international,
You
whatever
know,
they
but
call it.
you know what I'm saying,
whatever
like-
the international court. You could do it. They, yeah.
Those are like, those arrest warrants. They're like fun coupons. You say it, but you got to turn the ticket in, and there's.
I think the international court works for every country except ours. Except ours. We're like, I don't work here. I don't work with USA, buddy.
It's America.
USA.
The hold up here is
Take
America.
your international court and shove it up your ass.
So what was his speech, or what was the reason for this? Was there a whole?
Oh, because him and Trump are working out a peace deal. They worked out a peace deal.
That's right, the peace deal.
And I'm sure it'll be very beneficial for the other side, but I'm sure it's not. And then they'll turn it down because it's obviously pro-Israel deal, and then we'll just keep on. Then they're going to go in. You think they laid waste to an entire place before? Wait till now.
Man,
I'm gonna fuck that place up.
I just want those people to get some food and some shelter.
That's what is. They made it so controversial.
I mean, that's the least of what I want for them. But
if
they've got to get some food and some shelter.
They made it so controversial that you saying that is like, what? Do you support Hamas, Matt? You support Hamas?
I just want the people that are innocent people.
A lot of them, yeah.
To get food and shelter, and dude, not have to worry about being blown to smithereens at any given moment in time.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's such a.
I don't know why it's such a hard one.
Hot take.
See, and Trump. I mean, he's really big on saying these things like we're gonna get, we're gonna stop the war in Ukraine immediately. We're gonna get the hostages back immediately. He's saying all this shit. He ain't doing none of that shit. He ain't done none of the shit he was gonna do on day one.
I didn't expect him to do it all on day one.
And then you see. It's like I was talking about No Truth. Like he made this deal with Pfizer, and then people are going, "Oh, it's great! It's deals with Pfizer and making drugs cheaper." And then the other side is saying, "Well, you got to get it through the Donald Trump drugstore, and he's got to getting paid or $550 million for licensing or something." It's like, I don't know what to believe, and I'm thinking his worth has gone up to $7 billion.
It's
as he's president.
Yeah, I mean, we make fun of.
I thought you weren't supposed to even make any money, right? You put it in a blind trust and nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, if in all fairness, you're right. If Nancy Pelosi was president and her net worth ballooned up to that, everyone would go, "Whoa, Pelosi?
What is she doing?
Yeah, it
She's
wouldn't
raping the country.
Yeah, it wouldn't go over well.
The Hang, who's this?
Beaver smell like tuna. What's up?
What's going on?
I stepped out to pee. I just wanted to get caught up.
Where did you step out to pee? How's that go?
He pees outside.
Just outside?
Slider, you just walk out the slider.
Dude, I love peeing outside, man. There is nothing better than peeing outside. I love it.
Well, you know, when you got a septic system, you don't want to put that much water into it. So just pee outside.
It connects you with nature. As your urine hits the ground, you have a connection with nature. I love peeing outside.
Well,
It's peaceful.
Try to keep coyotes out of the neighborhood.
I've never pooped outside, though. You think in my
I have never either.
You think in my just years of life, you think at some point in time you'd have to just go or duty would call at some point, but I don't think I've ever.
Have you ever pooped in the woods, Beaver? Smell like tuna?
Yes.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
When I was a kid,
we
traveled all around the Great Lakes in Michigan, on the Canadian side, Wisconsin. We were in a little tiny travel trailer with 4 kids and no toilet. And Dad would always stay at the primitive state campground. And you'd grab the toilet seat and the old army shovel and walk out in the woods, dig a hole, and there you go.
And this was vacation?
Yeah.
4 kids in a mini trailer and pooping outside? That was the family vacay?
Yeah, this is back in the 70s.
Yeah. How big was the trailer, out of curiosity?
Probably 15 feet.
For 4 kids and then your mom and your dad?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. 15 feet.
There was a dinette up front that broke down into a bed.
Yep.
And then in the back, there was 3 beds, 2 were like a bunk, and then Dad made a special bed for me, the youngest, in a different area.
Man,
the 2 bunks in the back.
I am fascinated with RV life, like and some of those fancy travel trailers they have now, and like we'll go by like Lazy Days. We've gone there just to hang out before at Lazy Days and just look at all the cool RVs they have.
Yeah, they got some nice stuff.
It's crazy, but I'm not even if I could do it, I wouldn't do it because I'd be bad at it. Like, I think RV life is a whole different breed of person. You got to figure out your camping situation. Then you got to white knuckle it while you're driving for 14
Drain
hours.
your sewage and stuff like that.
It doesn't seem like a carefree thing.
Water. Here, hook this tube up to that and then pull this and shit comes out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like an exciting vacation.
I didn't shit in the woods, Beaver smell like tuna. When I was 10, my parents would go on vacation for a week up in the Carolina mountains, and I wanted to shit, but it wouldn't happen.
You didn't have home field advantage.
I couldn't. And then as soon as I got home,
yep,
the floodgates opened
It
for
knows.
a week.
Yep.
Held it for a week. And I was like, I think I'm gonna die. I haven't pooped in a week. I go to the bathroom and nothing.
My guts hurt. Ah.
Dude, next time I go on vacation anywhere, I'm bringing all kinds of stuff to make me poop. I'm not taking that chance. There's nothing worse than going on a vacation or trying to escape town and then not pooping for days at a time. It makes it miserable.
It does.
Miserable.
Well,
be regular.
Yeah, a fiber diet.
I work construction, so we got the green boxes at work. So I try to keep all my poops at home so I ain't got to sit in the sauna.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
Oof.
All right, we are done for the night.
That's it.
Thanks for
Wow.
calling.
All right, son. See you later. Hey, we got a plan for the hang. Come on.
All right, it's coming. We got to plan it. All right, man. Thanks.
See, bro.
All right, later, dude.
See ya. The Kraken subscribed for how long? Doesn't say.
Forever.
Maybe just now subscribed. Just first time. Thank you, Kraken 418.
Make sure to download the episode and do all that stuff on Spotify
All
and
that
Apple Music and wherever the hell else it
all
is.
that stuff.
Oh, we got a lot of formats.
Coming up, the VIP, ClusterFshow.com VIP Hang OT. Also, a brand new episode of Mike and Trace Hip Hop Countdown up on the VIP as well. And we'll see you tomorrow morning for Cluster F. Yippee-I-O.
Kaye.
At, 8 o'clock. See ya.
See ya.